Hello everyone. My name is Average, and well, this isn't like your normal video. This is more of like a TED Talk per se, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But this is like a State of the Union for the channel. Think of it that way. This is a formal topic that I have totally written out and I am not just improvising completely. Um, anyway, here to keep the people such as myself who do not have the best attention span interested. I have provided wonderful gameplay of Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Um, so yeah, let's just start getting into like the meat and potatoes of this thing. I don't know what I want to do with the channel. I don't know what I want to do with a lot of things. This has been a hobby, but ever since Hurricane Helene came in and devastated us, I've kind of lost all passion and drive to do much of anything with it. I've fell back into that sort of depressive lull, if you want to call it that. Um, this isn't saying that I'm going to stop doing things with the channel, but it's just kind of you know? Like, I still have that want to do things with the channel. I still have that want to produce and do things because, at the end of the day, it's just a hobby for me. I still want to involve myself with it. I still want to do things that I think would be fun. Um, so, like, going forward, I've been thinking I'm going to start doing a lot more of just the stuff I want to do. Like, not the stuff I think will get views or whatever. Because, like, at this point, I don't really think we're going anywhere, to be completely honest with you. Um, so, yeah, just expect a lot more weird stuff, a lot more memes, kind of like what the old channel was. I say the old channel like I've really done that much with it. All I've done are like a couple streams. But yeah, I'm gonna be straight with you here when I say this. I don't have any plans for the channel currently. I have no idea what I'm wanting to do with it. Um, the one thing I will say that I am planning on doing is maybe doing some voice acting work here. Um, here and there. Kind of like with the Dixie Daisy. I don't know if any of y'all saw that, but I've just been thinking of doing weird stuff like that. I might start trying to do shorts if I can ever figure out how to edit them on my computer, because I'm not recording on my phone, because that kind of defeats the whole purpose. Like, I made this little PNG tuber avatar, and if I just like, go out of my way and show my face just because I'm recording on my phone, that's not really cool now, is it? So yeah, that's how things are looking in that regard. Another way things are looking is, well, I don't really like have anything going on for me per se, so I also don't have anything to do other than the channel. But as I'm sure a lot of you know, I do play the saxophone and I try to do a lot of that on the side. So it's getting to be that time of year again where I'm going to be trying to do as many performances as possible so that I can get some extra money on the side. So I might start, busking, street performing, that kind of stuff, which does take away the time I'm spending on the channel. Not that I was spending that much on it to begin with, but you get the point. Um, this time of the year is always rough for content creation. Like, if you're gonna get anything from me, it's either gonna be in the spring or the fall. Like, just being flat out. I was thinking if I could be bothered or if I had the inspiration about doing an anniversary playlist for the music channel. But I don't think I will. Like, just being straight up. I don't have the I don't have the need to express myself as much as I did then. And honestly, it wasn't that good even when I did it. So I don't really see a point of trying to do that again. I think the only musical interest I'm going to be following are with my saxophone, which is fine. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but I do have a business on the side. It's Average Assemblers. where, you know, I 3D print stuff. Um, we're a plastics fabrication company, pretty much. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, email me at thataveragebusiness.com and I'll get back to you, I'm sure, or just track me down on Discord. I'll probably answer, hopefully. Maybe. Just ping me enough times and I'll see. I'm not really active on Discord as much as I used to be. Um, like from October to now, which is halfway through November, I've been taking a pretty heavy break from the internet. Um, and I'm not gonna like come all the way back, I don't think, but I will be here, you know. I'm not like giving up completely, but I'm also not going to be trying as hard to do stuff. It'll just come and go in waves, you know, just as I feel like it. I'm not gonna hold myself to a standard of like, oh, I need to stream 3 times a week like I was doing back in September and August, because, you know, all that really does is just impose an unnecessary schedule for me. I'm doing something for literally no one, like not even for myself. Because, you know, I mean, sure, it might be for myself, but at the end of the day, I do get bummed out when no one, like, joins a stream, you know, because that's just how it is. I do it to talk and interact with people, and, like, I know this is getting to be, like, a little TMI, and I'm coming off as I'm complaining, but I'm not trying to. I'm just explaining my thought process behind it. I And I kind of feel like I needed to get this out here, you know? And I'm not done yapping quite yet. I still have like an extra 16 minutes worth of recorded footage here, so I can keep going for a little bit. But I love the channel, I do. And I hope and I pray that it'll get me places, but also at the same time, I'm not expecting it to. Which, you know, I feel like is something a lot more people who try to start a YouTube channel should kind of accept, you know? I don't ask for much. I just want to be here to be able to express myself and have fun. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a lot more meme stuff. I was going to be recording some Noita. I might go back to that idea if I have any free time this holiday season. I'm not 100% sure I will, though. But I will definitely try. That much is sure. Yeah, okay, I reckon we could talk about the bloated corpse of the whale in the room, the Discord. I honestly 100% have no idea what I'm doing with it. It needs to be completely and utterly revamped, like 100%. I need to do something with it, because what it is right now is just a pain. It's bloated, it's got too much stuff going on. I need to streamline it, I need to have a couple channels for a couple things, and then I can have like all of my categories in the back like I usually keep. And no, it's not just because I like to have secret things. I don't know if anyone would assume that, but I keep a lot of extra channels in the Discord so that I can test stuff. Helps me move, you know, a lot of, what's the term? Assets. There you go, assets. That's a very important term. It helps me move a lot of assets between like my phone and my computer and stuff. It's just a lot easier and a lot less of a hassle than emailing myself, which is always a pain. Especially since I have to like go in and re-download everything and whatnot. But yeah, I will probably like have a sit down and completely redo the Discord at some point. But, you know, I'll do it when it comes to me. I need to get like that second wind, that inspiration. And like, you know, I'm recording this now on like a Monday night, and I was supposed to have recorded this like last week so it could have went up on Saturday. But I didn't. So yeah, that's kind of like how things are going. I don't know how many people know this, but I do have ADHD and I'm currently unmedicated for it. And the way things are going, I don't know if I will be, and honestly, I don't really know if I want to be. I had a really bad experience with medication when I was younger in school, and I'm really just kind of iffy about it. I don't know. I mean, if I get the opportunity, I will try it again because I need that focus, you know? And I need to be able to make myself focus better and, you know, not have to chase the dopamine. But that being said, at the same time, it's expensive. And I live in America and I don't have healthcare. So, sorry if this is getting a little too real. I like to try to keep up, like, appearances, you know, fourth wall, like, you know, oh, it's Average, he's doing great, he's always doing fine. Which, I mean, is a good assumption most of the time. But, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to peel back the curtain, you know, like Wizard of Oz style, to have this conversation today. Um, I know I keep trying to sound like I'm wrapping up, and I'm not, and I'm sorry I keep gaslighting you guys about that. But, oh god, am I going to go through on the edit on this and edit out all of my ums? No, I'm not gonna. Y'all can listen to that. I'm sorry, but, you know, whoever decides to listen to what is shaping out to be all, like, 20, 15, however long I make this, minutes of this video, um, uh, can, like, you know, y'all can deal with that. I'm sorry. Y'all are my core audience. You're going to listen to me ums and all, for real, for real. Because, yeah. But one of the things about the channel is it's not, like, going out and it's not reaching new people as much as I would hope it would. But I do think a majority of that is just because I'm doing streams and, like, they're 2 hours long, and nobody's gonna go and, like, watch a 2 hour long VOD or something like that. What I really need to be doing is I need to be taking those and editing them down, but every time I try to do that, I just, like, cringe myself out of existence because you know, as hard as this might be to believe, I really don't like my own voice. Like, I'll yap and I'll yap and I'll yap, but really I do not like the sound of my own voice. But I think that's just like a normal human thing. But just a little more housekeeping, like talking channel-wise. I am going to try to make a dedicated intro song. And that will be my last hurrah. Because, you know, as we, like, showed today, you know, we opened up with the Spicy Pumpkin, which is a song I made, like, 2 years ago. And it doesn't really, like, fit the channel, it's just something I pulled from the archives, and I was like, yeah, you know, that's a good thing to open off on. And I've been doing that with a lot of the streams, too, like, none of it's, like, particularly thoughtful or resonant with it, it's just something that I've done. And, you know, I have made an intro, but I don't know if I want to use it. To be honest with you, I kind of forgot I made it. So I don't know. I might put it at the end of this one as like an outro, and then for future reference, I'll, either make a song or I'll pull one for the archives and we'll put it at the end of every video just for reference, you know? But I mean, that's how I've been doing with streams, you know? I have been pulling a song from the archive or a song I have, like from video games or whatnot, and it'll play for like however long the song is, then the stream will start. And we'll end the same way. We'll play something from the archives. So we'll definitely have to figure something out when I start doing video content like this, which is something that, you know, I'm trying to start doing. So when I say average, I know this is like a really big misconception, and I know everyone listening to this already knows where I'm going, but whatever, I still feel like it needs to be addressed. There's only one of me. I know, like, for a while there was a rumor that there are multiple people working on average, but no, it's just me. The only reason I refer to average as we is because I'm talking about us, the community. We are average. It's not like any big thing, it's just something cute I thought of, you know, like, don't put too much thought in it. I'm sure a lot of y'all are above average, but it's just one of those things, But yeah, whenever I say we, I'm just talking about the community. Like if you looked at community post or whatever and got confused, that's why. Um, but yeah, I am going to start trying to do shorts, I think. I don't know how I'm going to be doing them though. So we'll see. We will see. That being said, I would love to start doing collabs and stuff again with other creators. Like me and Jarix have made like, cameos on each other's streams once or twice, but I'm talking like actual like cameos, like let's work on this. Because, it's been a long time since I've done any of those. Like literally, and I think the last cameo I did was the song I made for iBox. Like that's the last real cameo I've done. And I'm not saying Jarix isn't good enough. I love Jarix, but I just want to like get more out there, Um, I want to build up this community. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while now, where we just have like a community of YouTubers, kind of like a content house, but not really. Where we all just kind of do our own thing, but like we're here to support each other. Um, when I explain it to other people, I explain it like kind of like a union, where you all work together, you go on strike together, you're there for each other, you watch your back. If someone has an issue, then you all have that issue, Like, a a single arrow breaks easy, but a bundle is hard to break, stuff like that. I really want to build that community, but I also know that I'm not doing anything to build it. And I honestly just think I need to get my name out there. I need to try to build it, I can't just like keep saying, well, I want to do this and then not doing it. So yeah, ambitions for the channel. Where do I want to go with this? I would love to do this full time, but also at the same time, I don't think I have the attention span to do this full time. Because I mean, come on, you look at all the big content creators, they all got huge because they had their niche and they stuck to it for so long, and then they started branching out and doing variety content. Like, if you don't believe me, look at like Jacksepticeye. He got big because he was a gaming YouTube channel. He played games. Happy Wheels, biggest series he ever did. And it was an episodic one. They just did all kinds of stuff like that. He kind of started out variety, but Happy Wheels was his niche. He stuck to it. He got good at it. Then in the pandemic, he started branching out and all of that, and so on and so forth. And it's like you can see this with a lot of other YouTubers as well. Like look at RT Game. He started out as a TF2 streamer, and then he just started branching out into other games and became a variety streamer. And I'm gonna be so real. I do not have the patience to find a niche and stick to it. I'm going to jump around. And I think that's okay, because if I'm going to build an audience, I feel like they're going to be just as neurodivergent as I am, give or take. So that's okay. And also, I know like I try to do this whole separation thing, like, trying to keep myself separate from average, which I'm still going to be doing, but I just wanted to let you know, I don't think I'm better than anyone. I think everyone is beautiful in their own way, and I think everyone is great in their own way. And I think that no matter what we do, and no matter how hard we try, we can do whatever we need to do. And I know this is like starting to get sappy and whatever, but I mean, it's honestly like true to God what I believe. So yeah, I've been wanting to do like a lot more long form, like kind of just talking videos like this. But at the same time, I know nobody cares enough about my opinion to just sit here and listen to me talk for what's going on like 20 minutes now. Which I mean is perfectly understandable, it really is. I think we've been here long enough for the video to loop. I'm not sure if it did or not, but oh well. Anyway, that's besides the point. Um, but yeah, you know, we're trying, okay? And by we, I mean me. And well, us as a community, you know, we're trying together. I don't know, man. I honestly have no idea what I want or what I want to do. All I know is that when I get up here and I give myself a soapbox and I stand on it and I talk, it makes me feel better. And it makes me just kind of feel important, even though I know I'm not. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, what more can you ask for, right? What can you ask for? So, yeah, thank you all for watching this far ahead. Um, I think I'm going to give y'all a like hint for the next video. I've been sitting on this brainworm for a while. Um, so, well, there are like actually two things I want to do. I want to do like I want to do a video on linguistics, not because I know a lot about it, but just because I think accents are cool and I can do a good bit of them, and I just want to rant about them. And you know, I might be wrong, and that's okay. It's okay to be wrong. But you know, just in case any like English, just in case any language majors like show up and get upset at me. Um, but yeah, I know I'm wrong. It's okay. But yeah, that's one thing I'm wanting to do. Um, because you know, I just think it'll be neat. I want to talk about accents and stuff. Another thing I'm planning on doing is singing Iron Maiden, but in you know, that rich, tangy, antebellum accent. Because you know, I don't know. I just think it'd be funny. You know, imagine Colonel Sanders singing "Teenage Dirtbag." I don't know what the fuck I said before, but I meant Teenage Dirtbag. Did I say Teenage Dirtbag? I don't know. I'm not 100%. It doesn't matter. Um, but yeah, you know, this is just the kind of stuff that we're up to. I'm not going to link the Discord in this video, by the way, if this is how some of y'all are figuring out we have it. But yeah, it's cool. We're cool. Um, so yeah, thank you for getting this far. I know it's been a slog because, like I said, aforementioned unmedicated ADHD, I just yap and yap and yap and yap. Which, I mean, to be fair, I feel like a lot of people just yap and yap and yap and yap. But, you know, at least I've got like a half decent excuse. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for listening. I've been Average, editing Average. Remember to put the intro here as an outro. Not, don't like cut them up and swap them. Shut up, you know what I mean.